You might think bottled water is just a modern-day convenience. After all, why pay for something you can go get for free? But the story of bottled water is full of untold histories, scandals, and even a bit of snake oil. Yeah, that innocent-looking bottle in your fridge has a past more twisted than a crazy straw. Long before you saw bottled water in every grocery store or gas station, people believed that certain waters had mystical healing powers, especially the mineral waters. Back in the 17th century, European elites flocked to natural springs, thinking the water could cure everything from indigestion to infertility. These miracle waters were bottled up and sold to the wealthy because who wouldn't want to drink their way to perfect health? Now hit that subscribe button like you're cracking open a bottle of fancy water. We've got more histories that'll leave you saying, wait, what? Let's talk about Saratoga Springs water. You've probably seen these blue bottles around in fancy restaurants, right? In the early 1800s, Saratoga Springs in New York became this popular spot where people would visit to bathe and drink the spring water, thinking it had all sorts of health benefits. The water was marketed as a cure-all for various ailments. Doctors were prescribing it for stomach issues, skin problems, and even, wait for it, female hysteria. Yeah, if you were a 19th century woman feeling a bit frazzled, a bottle of Saratoga Springs was considered just the thing to calm your nerves. Who needs therapy when you've got Saratoga bottled water? Well, those claims were exaggerated, and Saratoga's popularity as a health resort faded as modern medicine took over. The unique mineral composition of Saratoga Springs water is attributed to the area's geology. The water flows through layers of limestone, dolostone, and sandstone, picking up minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium along the way. This natural filtration process gives the water its distinctive flavor and health benefits. John Clark became the first person to bottle the free mineral waters of Saratoga Springs because why not make money off something free? He used colored glass to keep it fresh and protect its healing properties from sunlight and ended up shipping 8 million bottles worldwide by 1880. Talk about turning water into profit. And remember, this water was free at the source, so the profit came from selling it to people who couldn't make the trip. The Saratoga Springs Water Company became the first commercial bottled water company in the United States. During Prohibition, when alcohol was off the menu, Saratoga water became a popular drink at social gatherings. Imagine showing up to a party with a bottle of water nowadays. Times sure have changed, huh? As the bottled water's popularity grew, so did the competition. Companies like Perrier is a renowned brand for naturally carbonated mineral water from the Le Bouillon spring in France. Yes, Perrier bubbles came straight from Mother Nature herself. Known since Roman times, the spring gained commercial prominence in 1898 when Dr. Louis Perrier began bottling it up for its medical properties. In 1903, British entrepreneur St. John Harmsworth purchased the spring, rebranded it as Perrier, and introduced the iconic green bottle inspired by Indian exercise clubs. Perrier gained international popularity, especially in the US during the 1970s. However, in 1990, Perrier had a bit of a scandal after traces of benzene were found in its bottles, leading to a massive recall of 160 million bottles. But like any good French brand, it bounced back with flair and was acquired by Nestle in 1992, expanding its product line. Bottled since 1899 in Italy, San Pellegrino originated from a spring in northern Italy that has been known for its naturally mineralized water for centuries. The water undergoes a natural filtration process through dolomitic rocks, which gives it its unique mineral content and effervescence. Originally praised for its health benefits, the water gained popularity worldwide, particularly for its refreshing qualities and use in fine dining. San Pellegrino water is naturally carbonated at the source, but additional carbon dioxide is added during bottling to enhance its sparkling nature. The brand is now owned by Nestle and is widely recognized for its iconic green bottles. Aqua Pana came from a spring on the former estate of the Medici family in the hills of Tuscany. It has been bottled since 1922 but has been known locally for centuries. The water is naturally filtered through limestone rocks over 14 years, giving it a unique, smooth taste. Aqua Pana is a still, mineral-rich water, and it's often paired with fine wines and gourmet meals due to its neutral, balanced taste. It is also part of the Nestle Waters portfolio and is marketed globally as a premium water brand. By the 1990s, bottled water had fully taken over. Brands like Dasani and Aquafina were launched by major corporations like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Aquafina is like the Big Mac of bottled water, ubiquitous and consistent. Produced by PepsiCo, Aquafina hit the market in 1994, just as Americans were starting to make water their drink of choice instead of the soda-filled childhoods they were leaving behind. Aquafina, the bottled water that you're probably holding right now, didn't come from some mystical alpine spring kissed by mountain air. Yep, it's essentially just purified municipal water. When it launched in 1994, Aquafina was presented as pure bottled water. But in 2007, the company admitted that it sources its water from public water supplies, filtering it through a process they call Hydro 7, which is a fancy way of saying reverse osmosis. This multi-step filtration system turns basic tap water into something pure. In the early 2000s, Aquafina tried to branch out with flavors like raspberry, citrus, and grape. It was a short-lived venture. Despite the backlash over being glorified tap water, Aquafina is still one of the best-selling bottled waters in the US and has sold in more than 40 countries, making it one of the most accessible bottled waters in the world. People don't seem to care where it comes from as long as it's convenient. You've seen Evian in just about every grocery store and high-end spa, but did you know it started as a medicinal drink? That's right. In the early 19th century, a nobleman who had liver and kidney issues started drinking from a spring in Evian-les-Bains. Legend has it that his health dramatically improved, and, well, word got out. Soon people were flocking to these miracle French waters, believing they could cure everything from kidney stones to gout. Soon after, doctors began prescribing it like we do with vitamins today. As the centuries rolled on, Evian's popularity grew, and by the 1970s, it wasn't just a health trend, but became a luxury item. Suddenly, celebrities and fashionistas were touting around bottles of Evian. It even hit the big time when the yuppie culture of the 80s made bottled water a must-have status symbol. In 2008, Evian took its marketing strategy to a whole new level by partnering with designer Jean-Paul Gaultier to create limited edition bottles that were more like pieces of art than containers of water. But the true definition of pieces of art is in Bling H2O, created by Hollywood writer Kevin G. Boyd in the early 2000s. This isn't just water, it's water with bling. Sourced from the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, it's wrapped in Swarovski crystals and cost anywhere from $40 to $100 a bottle. First making a splash at the 2006 Emmy Awards, it became the hydration choice of celebrities who needed their water to sparkle. With limited edition bottles featuring over 10,000 crystals, Bling H2O also offers limited edition bottles with even more elaborate designs. For instance, the 10,000 edition is adorned with over 10,000 hand-applied Swarovski crystals, making it more like a piece of art than a bottle of water. But here's the weirdest part. While the brand marketed itself as ultra premium, the water came from a spring in Tennessee, hardly the glitzy origin you'd expect for such a luxe product. Mountain Valley spring water has a rich history dating back to the late 1800s, when two entrepreneurs discovered a natural spring in the Ozark Mountains. The water gained popularity for its claimed health benefits and was even favored by U.S. presidents, Calvin Coolidge and Herbert Hoover. It was one of the first commercially available sparkling waters in the U.S. and has been bottled at the same source for over 140 years. Its unique mineral profile, including high levels of silica, gives it a smooth texture and subtle sweetness, a fascinating history and taste sensation that's hard to find elsewhere. Though no one drinks it for that reason today. The water's supposed health benefits have kept it a favorite among health-conscious celebrities for over a century. The idea of ARUP bottled water started in Germany back in 2018 when two friends wanted to reduce plastic waste. They weren't the first to think of flavored water, though. Ancient Greeks did it centuries ago. Fast forward to today, and ARUP is making waves with its sustainable vibe. They use natural springs in Germany, biodegradable packaging, and reusable flavor pods. Plus, they're on a mission to save 1 billion plastic bottles by 2025. It's refreshing to see a brand that cares about the planet. And let's be real, who doesn't love good flavored water? ARUP has some amazing options, from relaxing lavender to energizing citrus. Launched in 2019, ARUP is marketed as a healthier alternative to sugary drinks. And while the science behind it is still debated, people seem to love the idea of guilt-free flavor, even if it's all in their heads. Fillico doesn't just serve water, it serves as a status symbol, packaged in bottles shaped like crowns and adorned with Swarovski crystals. The water comes from the Nanobiki spring, which has a history dating back centuries believed to have medicinal properties. Fillico is also known for its limited edition releases, often themed around luxury and royalty. Each bottle is hand-decorated, sometimes featuring designs like golden wings or the fleur de lis, and inspired by traditional Japanese ceramics. Fillico's unique mineral profile is attributed to Japan's volcanic geology. Its water is filtered through natural granite rocks, removing impurities, and has a pH level of 7.8. Murder your thirst. From its viral social media posts to its Super Bowl commercial, liquid death seems to be popping up everywhere. Founded in 2017 by Mike Cesario, a former Netflix creative director, Cesario wanted to create water that didn't just refresh, but also save the earth from plastic. Sourced from the Austrian Alps, liquid death is 100% mountain water. It also taps into the eco-consciousness by selling its water in aluminum cans, and it also donates a portion of profits to eco-causes and cleaning up plastic pollution. The brand has attracted celebrity investors faster than a mosh pit attracts bruises, from comedian Whitney Cummings to members of the Swedish House Mafia. And while the edgy branding might suggest the look is misleading, it's all part of a clever plan to attract people who think carrying a plain bottle of water is too ordinary. In addition to the original sparkling water, Liquid Death also introduced 4 flavored carbonated beverages, including mango chainsaw, severed lime, convicted melon, and bury it alive. Today, bottled water is a $200 billion industry. Whether it's sparkling, mineral, or just plain filtered tap water, people around the world are spending more than ever on something they could get for free. But with concerns about health, convenience, and even environmental impact, the bottled water industry remains as controversial as ever. So what's your go-to bottled water brand? Or are you team tap water all the way? Drop a comment below, don't forget to stay hydrated, and if you're thirsty for more, click on one of Nibble Narrator's videos. See you in the next one.